It finally happened. 1,000 subscribers. I cannot breathe in this thing. Should I look at the I should probably look at the camera. This is me. I am Static Scout, reporting for duty. First and foremost, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I want to really quickly show you guys like the progression of how this happened. Oop. So let's go way back in time to my first videos. First of all, I have a couple here that are privated. You will probably never see those. Maybe, we'll see. But my first like actual video was a 7 Days to Die video on Warrior Mode, March 16th, 2023. Whoa. And this video was a tough watch, I'm not gonna lie. Let's just watch the beginning of this together. This is a very unique look. All right. Welcome everyone to my first ever well, I guess not my first ever video, but my first ever. Wow. It is so like the start is so slow. I remember like it took me so long to set up OBS and to set up all the settings and figure everything out, and it's still, you can see the bitrate is still really low. And I didn't edit any of the pauses out. So I have played. So we're in 7 Days to Die. What is wrong with me? You know, I'm sitting here laughing at this like this was forever ago. It was last year, so I can't really say a whole lot. And my editing now is still not great. Dude, I didn't edit anything. Well, I did, but not nearly enough. There's one comment, the E, and that was 4 months ago. That's a wild comment. I do not understand that. I don't even know, what is this? Oh, this was an old just series I did, like, not a series, just, oh wow, daddy, interesting. This is just a playthrough I did on my own. I didn't record it. March 14th. Okay, so this is right before my first video. Yeah, I was just hoping I could figure out all the recording stuff at this point. Oh, these thumbnails are so bad. Wow. All right, everyone, welcome back. Yeah, towards the end of it, I actually had intro music at least. The bitrate was still pretty cooked, but I think I was trying to like emulate maybe like the 2016, 2017 YouTuber style, which doesn't work in 2024. Nobody wants to watch that anymore. So it was a very interesting thing that I was doing. Hey, I had a comment, good video. I'm a YouTuber myself, but amazing video. So I quickly decided that this kind of like low editing, slower content was not going to work. Now I also just had shit thumbnails, so that's another problem. What is that thumbnail, dude? What was I thinking? I clearly wasn't, I just didn't care. This is the video that I think pushed me to 100 subs, I think. Actually, you know what? I only gained 24 subs from that. I think that probably only pushed me to like 30 subs. I had no subs at this point. Didn't go viral, but definitely got myself some attention. And man, that video took like a month to film. But that was the first taste I had of a percentage of YouTube success. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've got people commenting. I can like actually respond to like criticism, respond to comments, see what people are saying about my video. And it was I was so inspired at this point. So immediately started filming the finale because it was a 2-part series. Also, I recently edited this thumbnail again because it was just so bad and I spelled giga wrong. Don't ask me how I did that, and that brings us to the video that probably most of you guys know me from. The Beating Ark Survival with Only Herbivores, Part 1. Clocked in at 15,000 views, which was so, I mean, it recently, you know, pumped up to that. It wasn't at the immediate, okay, what the fuck am I saying? So this was like, I was checking this like every 10 minutes, like, oh my gosh, it has another view. Did he comment? Did he sub? And then, oh yeah, because I posted it late at night, I think, for some stupid reason. Anyways, it didn't have a lot of views the next day. It had 67, but I was pumped about it. And then the next few days are when it really started to pick up. And I was like, oh my gosh, this video's at 300. By the end of September, it was at 14,000 views. And I was like, I made it. It was so stupid. I was like, I made it. I think I hit 100 subs then. And then it just kept going straight up. Number 2 got 7,000 views, 3,000, 2,000, 2,000. So they were doing great. And I was just living it up. I was really struggling actually in school because I was committing so much time to YouTube. And if you go back and really listen to the series, sometimes I'll talk about that. I'll be like, yeah, you know, I've got so much work to do. I just have no time, but I'm really trying, you know, like I was just explaining to you guys, like just doing all of that stuff at once with YouTube was just a lot. But I was I was having so much fun with it. Oh, that was in August. So I guess I'm totally wrong. I went all the way up to like 400 or 500 subs in that month. And it was so amazing to see. It was like the first big push on YouTube I had ever had. This stream was so fun. If you haven't seen it, you should check this stream out because I am just on cloud 9. I'm so happy. I'm super nervous because it was the first time I streamed. That's what I love about YouTube, is the creative freedom that it gives. You can make whatever you want, and you can edit your videos in a way that conveys the story how you want it to, you know? Like the most impactful, meaningful moments you get to include in your video, and then just make it, you can add jokes, you can add so much to it. I've added a lot of just guitar playing because I'm super into guitar. And I don't know if people like that, but man, it's a way that I can express myself super intimately, I guess, in my videos. And that's been so cool. And this brings us to when Ark Survival Ascended came out. I was so excited to start the series. At the launch, nobody could run the game with more than like 50 to 60 frames per second. And I was running like 20, and it would crash every 10 minutes. And I would lose all my progress. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what do I do? People want to see my Ark Ascended content, but I can't do it. And so I continued with the Herbivores Only series, and it was still getting, you know, a few views. People were still interested in it. A majority of Ark fans were now on to Ark Ascended, even though half of them couldn't play the game. So I was like, you know what? I gotta get a new PC. And so I worked really hard, saved up some money. I had my friend build me a PC because it was a lot cheaper. And so I just paid him like $100 to make me to put together everything because I couldn't do it myself. I had no idea how to do that. And so I started Ark Ascended Solo, episode 1. That was an interesting video. It was around here, I think, that I broke my mic. I don't remember how I broke it, but it was like detached from the holder. So you guys can see I have a Blue Yeti mic now. I had another Blue Yeti, but it was like the version below this, the Snowball. And I broke the mic stand, and so I was using like a cup, and you could tell the audio was just cooked. It was not good. And something happened here where my bitrate like reset or something, and the video was filmed at a really low bitrate. And I was like, oh my gosh, this sucks. And I couldn't figure out how to fix it. So at the end of that, I was a little discouraged. You can see all these videos are copyrighted. I mean, I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter, but this was when second semester of my sophomore year started in college. And so I was pretty busy at this time. And I was also trying to figure out what I wanted to do. You know, I was going to school for forestry. I didn't think I could do that long term. And so this was kind of a heavy time for me then. I was just overwhelmed. I'm like, you know what? I can't do YouTube right now. Views were down. And so I was really discouraged. And what is this? 4 months later, January, February, March, April, May, June, 6 months later. Wow, I'm way off. 6 months later, this year, I started posting again. And if you guys haven't seen like this video and you're confused as to why I took this break, you should definitely watch that. And I started my Only Carnivore series, which is the current ongoing series, and it's doing really well. I'm very thankful to have you guys like still consistently watching this series because it is a I'm having so much fun filming this series. And yeah, that brings us to today. Yeah, so from the bottom of my heart, you guys, thank you so much for giving me a chance. I still have like so much to learn, but I'm going to continue to try my best to make better and better videos every single time I upload. I mean, every YouTuber says that, but I have so much genuine passion for this, but I was so afraid to start that I didn't do it until a couple years ago, or I guess not even 2 years ago. Last year, and I don't do it to like chase a paycheck, obviously, because I don't get paid. Eventually that would be great, but that's not really the core reason why I'm doing this. It's because I love to create stuff. I love making videos that attract people and make them feel a certain way.